सलामुअलैकुम।
वालेकुम सलाम जी, आप सबको खुशामदीद NFPA70 ट्रेनिंग में। मेरा नाम सलाहुद्दीन जौहर है, मैं आज आपके साथ कैसे हैं आप, किस किसने हमें ज्वाइन कर लिया?
सर सलाम अलैकुम सर, मैं सैयद फिदा हुसैन बोल रहा हूँ।
फिदा हुसैन, कैसे जी फिदा? अदील अब्बास हमारे साथ आ गए। अदील साहब कैसे हैं आप?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम सलाम।
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
रियाज
सलाहुद्दीन भाई कैसे हैं? जी जी, मैं रियाज में ही हूँ।
एक्सीलेंट एक्सीलेंट, चले बहुत 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 खुशामदीद इस ट्रेनिंग में। बेसिकली ट्रेनिंग समझ लेंगे ओरिएंटेशन है, क्योंकि 80 मिनट्स में हम सब कुछ कवर नहीं कर सकते, बट जो सेलिएंट फीचर्स हैं इस स्टैंडर्ड के वो हम जरूर कम्युनिकेट करेंगे ड्यूरिंग दिस टाइम इंशाल्लाह। और एग्जैक्टली 9 पे हम शुरू कर देंगे। देयर आर 2 मिनट्स लेफ्ट। अगर हमारे साथ दूसरी नेशनलिटीज के लोग भी ज्वाइन करते हैं तो वी विल स्विच टू 100% इंग्लिश मीडियम, अदरवाइज in our national language we will be delivering this orientation workshop. मेरे ख्याल में लोगों की ज्वाइनिंग भी हमें डिस्टर्ब तो करेगी, लेकिन को ज्वाइन अलाउ तो करना पड़ेगा इस टैब को। ड्यूरिंग जब हम अपनी बात शुरू कर लेंगे तो फिर मजीद लोग आते जाएंगे, हम उनको थोड़ा सा हमें उस तरफ भी हमें ध्यान देना पड़ेगा कि ये लोग आ रहे हैं अभी। All right, Ji. With the name of Allah, we're going to start electrical safety NFPA70 training. पाकिस्तान में रात के 9 बज चुके हैं और एज पर प्रॉमिस हम आपके साथ हाजिर हैं। सलाहुद्दीन जौहर, आपका ट्रेनर, मेंटोर, फैसिलिटेटर। अच्छा, बिफोर गोना स्टार्ट, आप सबसे रिक्वेस्ट मेरी कि अपने माइक्स को म्यूट कर दें। अपने माइक्स को पुट योर माइक्स ऑन म्यूट। जब आपने कोई बात कहनी हो, कोई बात पूछनी हो, तब आप पुट योर माइक्स ऑन
हाइजेनिक अबाउट
कोई चीज वो अपनी कोई चीज इधर से उधर।
अच्छा, मेरी आप सबसे रिक्वेस्ट है,
अभी नहीं, जब तक सॉलिड नहीं आए और मेरा पहले मल्टीप्लाई 0 से कर दो, उसके बाद शुरू करो। एकदम नहीं, मैं तो एकदम नहीं लेता, पहले आराम से देखेंगे, पता करेंगे, फिर जाके।
Salahuddin bhai, you have a facility, you can mute for all.
अच्छा, you can mute for all.
You can mute everyone, and then they want to make a request, you can unmute them.
ये मुझे आप गाइड कर सकते हैं, ये कहाँ से? हाँ, म्यूट ऑल है।
ये आप जी म्यूट ऑल कर दें।
जी, वेरी गुड जी, बहुत शुक्रिया इस फीचर को बताने का, थैंक यू वेरी मच। मैंने जी सबको म्यूट ऑल कर दिया। इसका एडवांटेज ये होगा कि हमारी जो बात है वो जरा अनइंटरप्टेड चलती रहेगी, और कोई पार्टिसिपेंट, क्योंकि इट्स अ पब्लिक ट्रेनिंग और फ्री ऑफ चार्ज है, तो काफी बड़ी तादाद में लोग आ रहे हैं, आएंगे, तो ये इट्स अ गुड आइडिया कि हम सबको म्यूट कर दें, उसके बाद अपनी बात जारी रखें। अच्छा, आप अपनी तरफ भी अपने सेल फोन को आप साइलेंट कर सकते हैं ताकि वो आपको डिस्टर्ब ना करे। वेटिंग रूम में हमें बार बार जाना पड़ेगा क्योंकि एडमिट अलाउ करना है और लोग आते जाएंगे बाहर। ओके जी, इट्स एन 80 मिनट सेशन। 40 मिनट्स के बाद ऑटोमेटिकली दिस विल shut it off. Yunus Farmas has joined us from Algeria. He's our student of ASP and CSP program, and a lot of a lot of foreign nationals joining us. So we would like to switch. This would be 100% on English medium so that all the delegates can understand the contents of the program. All right, so with the name of Allah, we're going to start electrical safety NFPA70 standard.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम जी।
सर यासिर बात कर रहा हूँ।
जी यासिर, कैसे हैं आप? ठीक है,
अल्लाह सर खैरियत, आप सुनाएं?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह जी, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, फर्स्ट क्लास। बस हम थोड़ी देर में क्योंकि लोग जो आ रहे हैं तो उनको ये इसका फीचर है कि आपने उनको अलाउ करना है एंट्री के लिए, तो थोड़ी सी डिस्टर्बेंस है, अदरवाइज ओके। We are now geared to start our orientation. NFPA70E, आप लोगों में से आपको कुछ आइडिया होगा इसका पहले से, क्योंकि टाइम हमारे पास शॉर्ट है, तो हम इसको वैसे तो मेरी ट्रेनिंग्स इंटरेक्टिव होती हैं, लेकिन बहुत टू मच शॉर्ट टाइम के बाद, इट्स एन 80 मिनट्स प्रोग्राम। 40 मिनट्स के बाद ऑटोमेटिकली दिस विल शट ऑफ, then we will have a break of 10 minutes, then we will again sign in after 10 minutes. So total 80 minutes duration. I'm with you guys for 80 minutes. You might already familiar. You might already be familiar with this standard. The purpose is to protect your workers from electric shock and arc flash. Okay, I repeat, the purpose is to protect your workers from electric shock and arc flash. The protection from electrical fires is not the purpose of this standard. This is electrical safety standard at work. It is developed in order to protect workers from electric shocks and arc flash risk. Okay, we will discuss that so that you can have a complete flavor of what this standard is all about. We because of short time, we won't be able to cover complete 70E program, but we would like to give you information as much as possible in this short duration of time. This is my intro. 70E certification is from the US. NFP trained me for this certification in the US, Virginia, Williamsburg. That was the class and workshop. Other than that, NFP trained me for a lot of courses in the United States. This is my NFP70E electrical. Ji, Kamil Raza has asked that do we have a workbook for this? This is very important. We are not providing workbook for this particular training. Nevertheless, we provide the handbook like this one. I'm going to show you the title of the book. This one we provide to all delegates in our class and workshops. So, but this is not available in this particular training course today. If you need that, if you need our all course, all information based on this NFPA70 is right. So our all training, all courses, workshop based on this NFPA70E workbook. You can purchase, you can buy from the Amazon. The version you are seeing on the screen, this is 2018, but NFPA has recently launched 2021 version that you can buy from Amazon. I think that costs not much, $40 or $50. But if you want first copy version, that is available with us. That not cost you much more, hardly. This is quite cheaper, but this will be the first copy, and this is the older version, which is 2018. All right, so we are not providing workbook, but actually all the information are taken from this book, are based from this 70E version 2018, published by NFPA. All right, so let's start from the scratch. Because of shorter duration, shorter time, we won't be able to. Okay, Amir Khan, thank you very much for your comments. Great session and well answered. Need to leave. Okay, Amir Khan, thank you very much for joining us. See you next time. Inshallah, we won't be able to take a lot of questions because of short duration of time, but we would try to make this session as much as interactive. Okay, you might ask that who the hell are you to teach this course? So that's my certification of 70E, NFPA70E. As I already told you, this I received after the classroom workshop in the Virginia, United States. These are some photographs. This is the OSHA outreach trainer certification, a card I'm receiving from the US, from OSHA. This is my trainer card, back side. This is the front side. This is OSHA authorized general industry trainer, issued in my name in the United States. So a lot of things in my name, just briefly, that I have been in the safety industry for the last 25 years and trying to add value in the industry. This is Board of CSP America, visit to the BCSP. This is Scaffold Training Institute, joined as a trainer and certified as a trainer from Scaffold Training Institute America. And this is National Safety Council visit, Congress and Expo in 2017. All right, so we also not gonna take your introduction because of very short duration of time. Okay, get energized. So let's talk about 70E, electrical safety standard at workplace. Here on the screen, you are seeing the key elements. Key elements of NFPA70 are, you can say coverage of NFPA70 are key pillars on risk assessment, electrical risk assessment. NFPA70E asks those companies who are implementing 70E program to start with an electrical risk assessment. Okay, you have to perform electrical risk assessment first, and you have to see what are the risk areas and what controls you can apply. So this is the first starting point if you are adopting 70E in your organization. Then electrically safe working conditions, how to establish electrically safe working conditions. NFPA70 tells you in details that this is the employer responsibility to establish electrically safe working conditions. Electrical accidents, incidents do happen at workplace. We will see later on in this presentation that there are a large number of incidents happening at work due to which people are dying due to electrical accidents, and this is a duty of employer to protect workers at any cost. So we will see how to establish electrically safe working conditions with the help of NFPA70E. This is the second pillar. De-energize. NFPA says that while performing electrical tasks, your priority should be to de-energize your equipments. De-energize, it shouldn't be energized. Why? Because risk, we all are aware that risk is increased. This is many times higher with an energized line, with an energized charged line or equipment. So the de-energize, those companies who are going to adopt NFPA70E, they must keep in mind that they have to ensure that for majority of the electrical tasks, they have to ensure that de-energize should be their priority. They don't want, they must not put their workers at risk. In order to protect their workers, de-energize policy, they must adopt and they must implement. Okay. Another key pillar, work permits. electrical work permits. Many organizations are not implementing work permits, especially when it comes to electrical work permits. So NFPA70 says that an organization who is implementing 70E program must adopt work permit system, which is electrical work permit system. All right, only in case of energized work. Okay, keep in mind, you can have your notebook with you during this training, and you can write down important points. This will help you a lot. I tell you, if you want to take the maximum learning from this short duration, you have to take notes. You have to write down that what are the important points. Because we will also try to provide you recording of this training, short training program. But you have to take the notes. So you have to keep notebook and pen with you during this training. So work permit, this is the another pillar. If there is not possibility of going to de-energize of any particular electrical task, NFPA says you must issue work permit, which is the energized work permit. All right. For de-energized task, you don't need to have work permit system. Very clear. Another important, very important feature. Another very important feature is LOTO, Lockout Tagout program. Lockout Tagout program.
ना ना कोई ना तो जाए हकीकत यहाँ सा जाओ कोई कंस्ट्रक्शन आ रहा था चाहता है अल्लाह अमान बना दे बाबा.
I would request all guys, please put your mic on mute, so that the training class should not get interrupted. Please put your phone on mic on mute, please.
This is Tariq. Mic is on mute.
I don't know who's talking. Okay.
Tariq Hussain.
Tariq Hussain, okay. We are interrupting Tariq Hussain. Are you with us? Okay, I think he gonna unmute. Okay. All right. Okay. Another LOTO, Lockout Tagout program. Before.
Sir, muted now. Sir, muted now. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. Before performing maintenance task, machinery maintenance task on different types. LOTO, Lockout, Tagout.
वो भी दिल पर हुई
Sir, please mute everyone, please, sir.
Tariq, mute the mic.
Okay, thanks. So Lockout Tagout, another pillar, Lockout Tagout. Before performing machinery maintenance task or any kind of machinery in order to protect workers from electrical shock. NFPA says that you must implement Lockout Tagout program, which means a lock and tag, so that other workers should not open that machinery switch, and people who are actually maintaining on maintenance task, they could finish their work safely and no harm can occur. So this is a very important feature of NFPA70E program, Lockout Tagout. If your organization is going to take up this program, LOTO is another very important feature of those organizations going to implement electrical safe working conditions. Next, a very important player is PPEs and boundaries. PPEs and boundaries. Boundaries means distances. Boundaries means distances. So we will learn here later on that how to maintain boundaries and distances while performing electrical tasks, which are energized tasks. If you're performing de-energized tasks, no need to maintain all that. But if you're performing energized tasks, you have to maintain boundaries. So we will learn what type of boundaries NFPA70 is teaching us. And also PP is very important factor. Personal protective equipment, especially when we talk about arc flash, risk of arc flash, which is highly risky, and our workers don't have time to escape if arc flash occurs. And this is usually occurs when there is a energized task. Okay, on energized task, risk of arc flash is very high while performing any electrical task on the electrical panels. Any electrical equipment and equipment is energized, so risk of arc flash is very high. So we're gonna see in a video. I would like to run that video. That what actual arc flash is and how it can affect workers. This is basically a kind of demo, arc flash demo. So let's watch that.
This is Johar electrical testing facility. We're going to find out why arc flash and arc blast are so dangerous. Let's check out the final preparation.
Are you getting the voice from the video? If there is no voice,
yes,
you're getting
yes.
Okay, great. So this is basically a demo which is being performed at an electrical worker which is performing a task at an energized live platform. So let's see that how arc flash is occurring in high risk it is imposing.
अबे तो उधर आ जाना, हम ही तो है और कौन है, हमारे साथ बैठ जा। अगर बैठने की क्या हुआ है, कुछ बातें हैं दिलों में तो बोलोगे कि क्या लड़ाई है, क्या चीज है।
Dear gentlemen, can you please mute your mic? Please, it's a request.
Mute your mic.
Okay, did you see that? This is arc flash accident. This is arc flash transfer of energy through air. Transfer of energy through air. Okay, this is called arc flash. Why it happens? We will discuss that later on. Why it happens? Reasons. We will discuss that one. But your number one task is to protect your electrical workers, to protect from risk of arc flash. This causes second-degree burns. No chance of escape. Second-degree burns. People even can die.
Has no chance of getting out of the way. An arc flash
Second degree and third degree burns. 35,000 Fahrenheit temperature when arc flash happens.
Rupture an eardrum, collapse a lung. It'll blow equipment apart and propel shrapnel with enough force to completely penetrate a worker's body. An unprotected worker could be severely injured or killed.
Okay, the key is unprotected workers can be severely injured or killed due to arc flash. And in another video, we will see that how arc flash accidents are killing your workers at work. Yeah. This is maintenance of switch gear, and it's recorded in CCTV. You will watch here arc flash accident.
हमारी तो कैमरे बात क्यों हो
Did you see that? This is arc flash. There is another arc flash during switchgear maintenance. And you can see the most important thing, worker is unprotected. There is no PPs. There is no arc flash shooting. All right. So this is another accident. This is arc flash. Arcing. There is another arc flash accident. You can see a lot of smoke, and worker has no chance to escape. Now, in this video, there is no worker is working. There is no worker is working. Despite that, risk of arc flash is high. If there, even if there is some misconception. There is some misconception that arc flash occurs only when there is an interaction between worker and equipment. The answer is no. Arc flash can even happen even if worker is not, anyone is not interacting with the equipment. As you can see in the video, these are electrical panels, and there would be arc flash that is recorded on CCTV. This one, did you see that? There is energized operation. All right, flash during switchgear operation. During switchgear operation, even there is no worker is interacting with the equipment. So keep in mind that arc flash can happen even during switchgear operations. Now this is switchgear operations, worker is interacting, workers are interacting, maintenance is going on, and there is no protection. You will notice there is no protection by the workers. Right, so this is arcing, and workers had no chance. So this is basically safety by chance. We have to switch that on towards safety by choice. And there's the last one, arc flash during outdoor switchgear maintenance in construction. All right, so we will learn that how to protect workers from arc flash and electric shocks. So these are the two basic main purposes. See, if worker is wearing PPEs, worker may be protected if worker is wearing proper PPEs from arc flash. So we will learn here what type of PPEs can be worn. This is brief agenda. We will learn we won't be able to cover all that, but we will try to cover as much as possible. Introduction to electrical safety. We will see what are the kind of electrical hazards. Then is how to establish electrical safe working conditions. What are type of works involve electrical hazards. How to perform risk assessment and mitigate all those risks. Arc flash hazard analysis. How to perform that. All these are part of NFPA70 program. How to select relevant PPEs, correct PPEs. How to select approach boundaries. How to maintain boundaries. How to maintain safe distances. Then safety-related maintenance requirements, electrical work permit, lockout tagout program. All these are part of this program, and we will learn key elements. All right. You might have suffered from electric shock at work. All right. So why is electrical safety is important at work? Why? The answer is it provides a safe working environment. It keeps employees safe. It reduces shocks and arc flash exposures, as we watched out in a video, and it eliminates injuries and fatalities, and it reduces liability insurance and operating costs. All right, when there will be reduced electrical accidents, so there would be reduced insurance premium, there would be reduced operating cost, and there would be reduced liabilities. All right, so this is briefly electrical safety data. 8,000 electrical contact injuries annually, only in the United States. Electrical contact injuries, 8,000. All right, about 98% of fatal occupational related injuries are electric shock. Out of all fatal occupational injuries, 98% are electric shock. In layman language, we call it current. A corporate study found 40% of electrical incidents involve 250 volts or less. There is a misconception in people that electric shock occurs only due to high voltage, right? Am I right? This is the misconception, but that's wrong. 40% of electrical incidents involve 250 volts or less. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, exactly. So low voltage is also very much dangerous. Okay, don't take it easy. Low voltage below than 250 is also very much dangerous. So this is the message. This also indicative of a misperception of electrical safety as a high voltage issue. So this is wrong. This is also this is related to low voltage as well. Okay. At what milliampere, what happens to human body? This slide tells you that on 1 milliampere there would be sensation. On 1 milliampere, and when you increase amperes, this will increase severity. This will increase severity. See, as you can see on a screen, greater than 1 ampere are more than 1000 milliampere. There could be myocardial sustained contraction, which is heart issue. Heart can stop working. All right. So the more ampere are, the more the ampere, the more the current level, the higher the severity, the higher the response. And greater than 1 ampere, burns, thermal injury or burns can also happen. A safe working area requires focus on 3 most common factors of electrical incidents according to OSHA. These are 3. Just keep in mind these 3 E's. Equipment. Your equipment must be safe. Your environment must be safe. Environment means your equipment should not be placed in wet area, moist areas, dusty areas. It should be cleaned. It should be illuminated.
Training started.
And third one is employee work safe practices. So if your company is adopting the 3 E's, safe equipment, environment, and employee work practices, OSHA says that you are complying to electrical safety programs. So you have to keep these 3 things safe: equipments, environment, and employee safe practices. All right, it is the employer's responsibility to provide safe working condition, environment, as per ILO, International Labour Organization. We all know that safe working equipment, working environment, safe work practices. In safe work practices, this is very much important: 2 things: documentation and training. All right. In order to impose safe work practices at your work site, 2 things are critical: documentation. Any example of documentation? Anyone from the class? Any example of documentation from safe work practices?
Permit to work.
Permit to work. Excellent. Our LOTO program documents. All right.
System of work.
Safe system of work, SOPs, your procedures, risk assessments, electrical work permits, All right, and then second one is training, safe workers training, your electrical safety training. Your workers must be aware of electrical hazards. So these two elements are important if you are going to operate safe work practices. So it is the okay, employee responsibilities, and now employee responsibility. Use the equipment safely that is provided, pay attention to the environment, and use the safe work practices provided by the employer. We're going to skip that. Okay, so safe work practices. Okay, we're going to skip these basic electrical terms because we all are aware of that, like voltage. Voltage is measured in volts. This is basically charge or pressure, and current is basically flow of electrons past some point in a circuit. Okay, but we don't want to discuss that because all these are basic terminologies and everyone is aware of that. We will focus towards key elements of NFPA70E program. Okay, as already we discussed earlier. ARC, we already watched two videos that what actually arcing is. It is by definition, this is electrical current through air. By definition, this is discharge of electrical current through air, and this is a continuous luminous discharge of electricity across an insulating medium. This is the typical example of arc. And why it does happen? Why it does happen? Can anyone from class tell any type of reason? Why?
It might be due to
earthing, not properly earthing.
Not proper earthing.
It might be
very good.
Due to the short circuit.
Short circuit, sir.
Short circuits, very good. And what else? Okay, we're going to see that.
It be possible from small particles of anything.
Yeah, small particles, dusty particles, dust and moist. Dust and moist play a pivotal role.
Moisture.
Yeah, moisture, dust and moist, yes. So that is the reason. If you keep your environment clean, this will prevent arc flashing. So keeping your environment clean is very important. So this is basically a source of possible injury or damage to health associated with the release of energy caused by an electric arc. Exist for exposed conductors, circuit paths during interaction. Right? Exposed conductors.
Question here.
Yeah.
May I ask question?
Yes, yes.
How we can clean the area if during the live current?
No,
it's very difficult.
No, not during. Basically, see, this is called preventive system. Okay, you have to make sure that you have to your departments have to adopt preventive system of cleaning. Not during the task, but you have to perform. You have to adopt that in your routine jobs. You're getting my point?
But during continual operation, it's very difficult to
No,
stop
there is
the
all organizations they have their master plan, preventive maintenance plan. If they are conducting the preventive maintenance plan as per schedule, so this incident can reduce.
Yes, that's perfect.
It's true.
Every company must have.
Thank you very much.
Preventive maintenance plan should in place. If your organization is not, that plan is in place, you have to start that. You have to highlight that point that we have to start preventive maintenance plan. All right. Okay, we will see what other causes. Dust and impurities, as I told you earlier. Dust and impurities, moist environment on insulating surfaces can provide a path for current, allowing it to flash